Hello beautiful Pisces, and welcome back to Intuitive Energies. We are Thursday, and before I keep going, I'm going to show you my beautiful gratitude cover journal, the cover for the journal in July. This is called The Forgotten Road of July, and this is of course the road and a beautiful canopy of trees. It's something that's been left in the wilderness to kind of just be what it wants to be. If you go by it, it does feel like you've stepped back in time, because the road is not paved and it is very, very small, and it is just brilliantly peaceful and beautiful. What, I don't know, really showcasing what the planet wants us to see, okay? It hasn't been encumbered or touched too much by us, okay? So this is my journal for July. It's in the description box below. I have the yearly and the monthly, if that interests you, and I'm going to leave it at that, okay? I'm going to go right away into the reading. I didn't actually talk or do pre-shuffle, so it's going to be a complete, I don't know, surprise what they want to talk about. I always say that, but they usually just, you know, I usually have thoughts beforehand or ideas of what Spirit would like to talk about. I'm actually using an old fairy deck. It's one of the first decks that I bought. I don't use it that much, but as you guys know, I love using all my decks regardless. So this might have been one of the first decks that I bought when I decided to start doing these online. Oh, ooh, so we're starting off with abundance. Prepare yourself for incoming abundance. Release any mental blocks you may have in fairyland and human land. There is enough abundance for everyone. Yeah, the fairy theme is not one that I, you know, it's not one of the things that I really practice with. I do like it because it made me think of this deck. Actually it did, because it's not a fairy, but I did see, what do you call, a lightning bug or a firefly again in my house. This is twice, and I've never had any in my house, yet I've had two this year that have made sure that I notice them because they stay very near me. So I guess I'm playing with the idea of just having my own fairy available to me at this time. So this is probably what made me think of this deck. I think it's the Oracle of the Fairies, this one is called. So the fairies or the spirits or whoever, let's just invite all energies and not be judgmental of how they are or who they are. Let's let them in and let's let them speak, okay? You have music here. Listen carefully, for there may be a message in the music you hear. Music can lift your soul, rekindle memories, and charm fairies to your door. Also, remember what I was talking about with music. It is the pauses as well that lies the magic of music. So you have abundance and music. Oh, I sense this is going to be a very nice reading today. It's going to feel super nice. Yeah. Okay. So let's see here. We'll pick one more out of these. And then we're going to get some tarot out, okay? Pisces, let's see here. Lost and found. What was once lost is about to be found. Thanks to the lost and found fairy, sometimes she can help us find things we never even realized were lost. Okay, so this is exactly... yeah, this is a broader message for me, the lost and found. Abundance is coming. We've had that theme all week, you guys, okay? If this is your first time here, I have been talking in the videos about finding your way and finding your courage and going forward and doing things and really moving forward. And this is about this. This is about finding yourself again, finding what makes you go forward and really believing in yourself. And I feel that believing in yourself is what's been lost. Okay, for some of us, even right from childhood. But now it's time that we've found what makes us really move forward. We found how to trust ourselves again. And now it's time to really embrace the gifts that are given to us, because we have great ability to make things happen in this world for ourselves. We have all opportunities. Some of us have to go a little further to get the opportunities, or work a little harder, because we're put in positions of contrast that's maybe harder than the neighbor. However, we still all have that potential to move forward and to never give up on our dreams. And I think that is what this reading really is. Well, all of them really have been about this week. Okay, whether it's spirit or fairy or anybody, I do believe that we have to just keep going forward. We have to believe in ourselves. I'm going to put some of the daily healing after I'm done with tarot. I haven't used these as well in a while, and I wanted to take them out and let them get some air and a little bit of spirit energy into them again. Hold on. Hello Pisces, thank you for the stop. I needed to go and get my coffee. I realized that I'd taken off without it. My God, crime of the century. Jane without coffee. I'm sorry for that slurping. I really don't like it when people do that, but the liquid didn't quite reach my lips on that time. Yes, I am apologizing for how I drank my coffee. You ever had somebody who does this all the time? The way they slurp their soup or their coffee? It just absolutely feels like my brain is going to explode. I can't do it. See, I'm not perfect. I just find that those noises are just irritants. I don't know if that's like for everybody else, but that and sapping, okay? Right, look at that, the Three of Swords. Okay, usually a very heartbreaking card, my card of seeing the truth and moving on. And I find this is almost a beautiful, I don't know. This is having sat in the rain so long that when the sky clears, you feel the hopefulness of the day. You feel the hope of the day, okay? It's like when everything clears up, and then you smell that fresh rain and how everything's been fed, like all of nature has had a big long drink, and the skies are opening up and it's starting to lighten up outside. You're like, you can take a deep breath in, and I feel that is what they're showing me, and that's what I feel. I feel like I'm taking my first deep breath in. I've found what was lost, and now I can move forward, and I can bring happiness and music. Music can be such a beautiful healer. Music can make you cry, releasing grief and releasing pain. But music can make you laugh and make you dance. Its contrast in what it offers is so gorgeous, and it's always been a tool for us to use and utilize to motivate us down from our base chakra and the sexual magnetism of drums and the beautiful emotional symphonies that just touch your heart so deep that you don't know what to do with it. And that is the beauty and the gift of music. It's a gift that, if ever given by anybody who creates it, it's been shared with the world. It's a beautiful gift to share with the world. Right, you are now transitioning into this, okay? Into seeing things for what they abundantly give you, such as music, which is totally free if you turn on the radio, if you listen to it on TV, even YouTube, you turn on your favorite music. And I'm going to date myself. In my day, you couldn't do that. Oh my God! It cost you a small ransom to have your favorite music. You had to go out to the music store and buy either a cassette or an LP, or then after that CDs. And even then, it was you had to make do. Now you have music is available everywhere, in every medium. So take the time today to listen to some of your favorite music. Even the grumpiest person has a sad love song that they've loved, okay? So just make sure that you are taking that gift and not forgetting. I have to admit that sometimes I get so busy that I forget about music. My favorite right now is jazz. I listen to jazz. I feel that it's got such nice movement and it's faster jazz, you know? Like, I feel like I get a lot done. I feel like the music propels me. Right, the Eight of Wands. It's also something that brings in abundance and makes you move faster. It helps you transition, okay? Helps you put your ducks in a row. Everything is a gift. I'm getting stuck on music, but they want me to talk about everything that is around you that is actually propelling you to do what you're supposed to be doing. It can be elements in nature. It could be birdsong. It could just be looking at a tree, swaying in the breeze. All of these things, they offer you beautiful imagery, beautiful gifts, beautiful sounds. Not all of us have all of our senses. Okay, some are blind. I'm being shown that some are blind, but they can hear beauty. Some are deaf, but they can see beauty. And even if they're blind and deaf, they can touch beauty. There is so many things that we have available to us here that is offering gifts, constant gifts for us to reap and to use and to move forward with. Right. With the Queen of Wands showing up here, I feel it's very tied into the music and how attractive some of the people who are singing. You know, they're so attractive. They're like a firmament, right? You see them and you hear them, the songbirds of the earth, and you are attracted to their beauty and their creativity and their light. And that is something that you can use almost like a muse, okay, to help you move forward. Muses are a beautiful thing, okay? You can meet somebody. I have myself been someone's muse in my life, and I love being a muse. It is a wonderful thing to be, okay? It's great for people to have inspiration when it comes to you so that you can help them create and be the magnificent beings that they themselves are, okay? So that is a wonderful, wonderful thing. This is all about the beauty. This is all about the gifts that are available to you, around you, Pisces. We often just compartmentalize everything like an accountant on a spreadsheet, and we forget about things. There's certain things that we may have time for, and other things that we put to one side because we feel we don't have time for. Spirit is saying that all these things that maybe when you've worked so hard that you can't listen to music anymore or be inspired by beauty of, you know, the arts of any kind. Sometimes you're missing out more than you know, because living in the mind of the common sense is wonderful, but you need, again, a balance of things. You need to have your mind sharp when it needs to be sharp, but you need to be inspired as well, okay? It's all part together. It all works together. So sometimes you need to, take a rest. Take a rest from the everyday things, okay? So that you can catch a glimpse of all these beautiful free gifts that are constantly around you, okay? These beautiful people, these beautiful places, this beautiful nature, beautiful music, okay? Fireflies, fairies, okay? Let your mind go into a different direction so that you can find your muse, so that you can create something bigger, better. And you know what? A lot of the time, you can be just daydreaming of something, but something concrete and really, really profound will come in for you and help you create your next great masterpiece, whatever that may be. It could be just a business opportunity It could be as boring as it can be. I'm not saying it has to be fantastic. It could be, you know, a printing company, if you like. I'm just saying that whatever you are trying to manifest in your life will come in when you are healing or resting, when your mind isn't so focused on the minor details of everything, when you give yourself time to have a muse, to be the muse, whatever that may be, okay? Yeah, I guess I do feel a little bit of fairy energy coming in today with these cards. I feel a very light-hearted spirit. I feel very light energy, as in taking the weights off. Like I said, seeing the storm clear and everything getting bright again, and the birds coming back after the storm, and the chirping and the flowers, right? This also helps protect ourselves from those pesky little negative thoughts and energies, by just shifting into a more of a playful and inspiring type energy. Because all work and no play makes Jane a dull girl. Right, right. Exactly. You want to find your happy, playful place, and sometimes it is just simply by accepting all the beautiful gifts that are around us. This brings in abundance, okay? It's as simple as that, but sometimes it doesn't feel that simple. Life feels so very hard, and we tell ourselves it's hard. Sometimes it's time to go and just be completely inspired and at peace with something gorgeous and beautiful. I know when my husband and I, we go and we like every once in a while to go and take a ride in the country. We are in the country, but we go even further in country near a stream or a lake or something, and we find such beautiful, peaceful places to be. And the moments that we are there, where you get those perfect moments of peace and rest of mind and of body, is something that is just magnificent. There's just no word, no real word to describe how right that feels. And I'm feeling a lot of that in there. And it may mean a lot of different things to you. But they're telling me that you will know what that is. And that a lot of you have not had time to do it, or have put it aside simply because you figure, well, this feels really, really good, so it must be something that I, should, I don't know, I don't have time for. It's a funny thing to say, but it is. Some of us, we think that duty and work and what we need to be doing every day is the most important part of our lives. And Spirit is here to say, no, it isn't. It has to be a balance of all things. And that includes daydreaming. That includes nature and beauty and music. Okay? So, if you're going to schedule work in your day, they're saying to schedule times of things that you love doing. Drawing. I'm seeing people who are making their own teas. I'm seeing people who are taking wildflowers and making collages with it. I'm seeing all kinds of things. I'm seeing somebody knitting. So there's stuff that just gives you a moment of peace and quiet and well-being. And that is what they want you to really take a moment for. Okay? All right. Distinguish the importance of your inner spiritual work from outer success. Nice. And if you'll be able to see it from here, it's a little bit light. It was hard to read. Of your inner spiritual work from your outer success. Right. So, it does fit exactly to this reading. It's just I haven't really spoken of it in that term, in those terms. But really, what is free, what is music to your ears, what is beauty to your eyes, is in fact a lot of spiritual work. All of these things are spiritual gifts. They're spirituality at its best. They lift up your vibration. The stuff that we consider we have to work at, like careers and the mundane stuff of every day. Oh, I have to give my time to do this and do that and do this. This is all working towards the outer success, the human being success, okay? All the work, the hard work that we do, that's what we're focusing on. But they want you to distinguish those two and stop putting the outer success before your spiritual needs, because they're all intertwined. They're all meant to be attached to one another, right? The more you put those things together and balance them out, the better things will be in your life. Acquire gratitude for life itself. So yeah, again, this absolutely, and I'll show you the back of it. Look, stop and smell the flowers. Look at that. I didn't show you the back of this one. Oh, this is a spider web after rain, or after the morning dew, I would say. But it could be after rain too. But look at that. We're talking about things clearing up and the beauty after the rain. So, right, this is absolutely telling you, acquire gratitude for life itself. And that's what I want you to do by listening to music. That's part of life. It's somebody's creation, okay? It can spark beauty in you, and there are all kinds of music for any mood that you might be in that day. Don't judge yourself if you need to listen to music that's sad. Maybe you have tears to shed. Maybe you have an emotion to give or to let go of. If you want to dance to Walking on Sunshine and just have your feet moving and your whole body feeling alive and happy, there's a reason for that, okay? So take time today to receive all the gifts that life just has there for free that we take for granted. A lot of us take this for granted. We have the time and we have the space to really let life and happiness in, but we just get so stuck on duty and what we should be doing to build. Okay, so even a builder needs a rest. He needs a drink. He needs to sit down. He needs to lean that shovel up against the wall and kind of look around him every now and again. And this is what the 4 is saying. Okay, I'm going to come back and do the extended later about this, Pisces. But yeah, I love the energy today. It feels very light. It feels very, fairy-like, of course. Thank you so much for being here. I'm sending you lots of love, light, and blessings. And I'm sending you, just stay safe and be inspired, okay? Be inspired. I think this is a big part of it. I'll let Spirit talk more on this. I'm going to enjoy coming back and doing the second reading on this one because it really feels very nice indeed. Take care, Pisces.